Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm showing you 3 super easy and tasty dessert recipes. So if you have a sweet tooth like me, you're gonna love these. Now let's go ahead and get started. This is a super easy pudding pie. To a large bowl, I added a 5.85 ounce box of the instant chocolate pudding. And to that, I added 3 cups of heavy cream. This pie is so simple. I'm just using my electric mixer to make sure everything is well combined. And this pudding will be very, very thick. After you get that mixed together, it's time to pour it into the pie crust. And I'm just using a store-bought graham cracker crust for this. But feel free to make your own homemade crust if you prefer. Since this mixture is so thick, it does take a little work to get it spread out. I find it easiest to do this with an offset spatula. And you can really get creative with this pie. You can change up the flavor of pudding mix, you can change the flavor of the crust, just make it your own. And you don't even have to make this into a pie. You can actually mix those 2 ingredients together, the instant pudding and heavy cream, and make this into a mousse. Put it in some little parfait glasses and you're good to go. I'd like to thank Temu for sponsoring this portion of today's video. If you're not familiar with them, they're an online marketplace that carries just about anything you can think of. They have very affordable prices and also free shipping and free returns up to 90 days. I'm going to show you a few things I got in my recent order. I got this outfit for my daughter. They have some of the cutest clothes, especially the kids' clothes. Temu has been so kind and given me a discount code for my viewers for 30% off your first order. I'll have that discount code in my description box below, along with links to some of my favorite Temu items. My daughter was very happy with this outfit. The quality was great and it was true to size. And I can't wait to order her some more clothes from Temu. And she just had to try it on for y'all. My little model. This next item is called an egg tart pusher, and it was only $1.78. You can't beat that. You can make little biscuit cups with this, biscuit dough, and a muffin tin. Fill them with anything you like, and then you've got yourself a little appetizer. You can also do it with cookie dough and make little ganache-filled cookie cups. This next item is a jewelry box. This was another great deal also. And I do want to mention, I've ordered from other companies before and it has taken forever to receive it. But my order from Temu actually arrived before they said it would. The top of this jewelry box is made of glass, and I thought it was the cutest little thing. And we're actually going to order another one for my daughter to give one of her friends from school. You can absolutely find a gift for pretty much anyone on Temu. This last item is a nursing top. I have a 2.5-month-old, so this is something that I really needed. This one was a great price, and I think I'm going to order one in every color. You can find gifts for baby showers, birthday parties, wedding showers, and more on Temu. My favorite thing to do is just to scroll through the most popular items. And they put up new items every week. And don't forget to use that discount code below for 30% off your first order. And this next item is a stainless steel food flipping spatula. It was only $1.87. You really can't beat these Temu prices. I saw this and I thought it was so neat. I was just trying to show you how this works, and I just grabbed that baggie to use as an example. We're going to be doing a lot of grilling this summer. Well, my husband is going to be doing the grilling, so this will definitely come in handy. And while we're on the subject of grilling, I got this stainless steel hamburger meat press. It was $9.48. Now, that was the price at the time I ordered it, and I heard that the Temu prices do fluctuate, but that's just because of sales and stuff like that. But I don't think they fluctuate by too much. This came in 3 pieces, and you just screw the handle on. And if you're like me and hate pattying out hamburgers, you put your hamburger meat in there, put the lid on, squish it down, and you make yourself a hamburger patty. Thank you again to Temu for sponsoring today's video. You have got to try this Boston cream poke cake. I started out in a large bowl, and you'll need 1 yellow box cake mix. I added that to the bowl. Now you'll just mix this up according to the directions on the back of the box. And for the cake mix I used, it called for 1/3 cup of oil, 1 cup of water, but I used milk instead, and 3 eggs. I used my electric mixer for this, and I mixed it until everything was well combined. I'm using a 9x13 inch baking dish for this. I did spray it with nonstick spray, then I poured in that cake batter. By the way, if you're enjoying this easy dessert recipe, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. Okay, so then I baked my cake at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. When that was done, I let it completely cool. Then I used the end of a wooden spoon to poke holes all in the top of that cake. And make sure you poke those holes all the way down in there. That way that pudding gets all the way to the bottom. And I poked as many holes as I could in that cake without making a huge mess of it. Now we're going to start on the pudding mixture. You'll need 2 small 3.4 ounce boxes of the instant French vanilla pudding mix. Add those in, then add in 4 cups of milk. And I'm just using 2% milk here. I added my milk in slowly, that way it wouldn't splatter everywhere and make a huge mess. And you don't want this to be super thick. You just want to mix it until the lumps are gone. That way it can sink down into all of those holes on the cake. You see how liquidy mine is? That's what you're looking for. Now grab that cake and pour that pudding mix all over the top. I used my spatula to make sure it was going all down into those holes. That's what makes this cake so delicious. You get pudding in every bite. After I got the cake all covered, I did gently tap the baking dish on the counter there to try to work that pudding down into those holes. Now this goes into the refrigerator to chill for at least 2 hours. After 2 hours, I removed it from the refrigerator. Now it's time to add the topping. I'm using a 16-ounce container of the store-bought chocolate frosting. I microwaved it in 15-second intervals until it was a pourable consistency. Then I drizzled it evenly over the top of that cake. And any spots you didn't get covered, just use the back of that spoon to spread it all out. Now this goes into the refrigerator to chill and set overnight. I didn't follow my own directions, and I ended up cutting this a little too soon here. I couldn't help it though. This cake is absolutely delicious. This pineapple delight is a family favorite. I'm going to begin on the first layer, the crust. So to a medium-sized bowl, I added 2.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs and 1/2 cup of melted butter. Just stir that until everything is coated in that butter, and this mixture should resemble wet sand. I'm making this in a 9 by 9 inch baking dish. I did spray it with nonstick spray. Now pour in those graham cracker crumbs, reserve a ½ cup for the topping, and press them down into an even layer. I use the bottom of my measuring cup for this, and you do want to pack them down pretty tight. Now pop that into the oven to bake at 350 for 9 minutes. And for the filling, to a large bowl, you'll add 1 stick of softened butter. I forgot to let mine sit out, so I cut it into slices so it would come to room temperature a little quicker. And to that, I also added 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. Mix that. Now you'll need a 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple. And I'm draining it to get out as much of that juice as possible. I'm using a spoon to try to press that juice out, because if it's too liquidy, the filling won't set well. Now you're going to add in 3/4 of that pineapple to the cream cheese mixture here. I'm reserving 1/4 of that for the topping. And I'm also going to add in 2 cups of powdered sugar. Now I'm using my electric mixer to mix that all together. I'm sure you can mix this by hand, but that would give you a pretty good arm workout. You do want to mix it very well so it's completely smooth. Now grab your baking dish. That crust should be completely cooled. Now you can pour in that delicious pineapple filling. I seriously could just eat that filling with a spoon. You'll want to smooth it out into an even layer. Now set that to the side so we can make the topping. I'm just using the same bowl I made the filling in. I'm adding in that 1/4 cup of crushed pineapple that we reserved earlier, along with a small 3.4 ounce box of instant vanilla pudding, and an 8 ounce container of Cool Whip topping. Now just mix that until it's very well combined. Hey, if you're not already, I would really love it if you would hit that subscribe button and become part of my YouTube family. Now you're going to grab that baking dish and add on that top layer. Oh, and if you're making this for a large crowd, this recipe can very easily be doubled. Now I'm topping this off with those remaining graham cracker crumbs. Now this goes into the refrigerator, I almost said oven, refrigerator to chill overnight. This dessert has to be one of my all-time favorites. It's delicious, easy to make, and perfect for summer or any time of the year. Because I mean, we can always grab a can of crushed pineapple. I really hope you enjoyed this video. You may also like these. Don't forget to subscribe below for more easy recipes, and I will see you in the next one.